Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to American Falls by Lancyboi, where it is Friday. Fridays are officially happy days. Here at RQS Gaming's satellite office of the International Conglomerated Corporation Incorporated of Art, that is RQS Gaming. Before we get started, I wanted to do a shout out to Red Hammer Virtual. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. Really appreciate that. Hello to everybody else. Hope you're having a great week. I hope you have big plans for the weekend. Oh, yes, indeedly do. I believe Mr. Gen X made a comment about washing my tractor. Well, yeah, it needs it. I know, Gen X. He did give me the green light for the round bale mod extension. I'm assuming even if it's not... Let's lower that. Let's get this off. Even if it's not in the in-game Giants mod hub, I believe I have been given the green light by the Godfather. That is Brad's nightmare, so to speak, here. What we're playing, at least that's what I've named the game. You know, for quite a while, I didn't know. This is a shocker. I didn't know that you can name your... I always just bypass that. Yeah, but you can name it. I just named it Brad's Nightmare. So that's kind of what it is. So anyways, I went around, did a little cleanup. I decided to leave us at 150 on the bale size. Oh, and also thank you, Gen X, for reminding me that I'm going to need to fertilize this field. I am not going to lie to y'all, I probably would have forgotten to do that. So I went ahead and had a bag of fertilizer delivered to the farm. So when we get to that point, we will that'll help remind me to do it. Oh, I hope we get a 150 bale. I really want one last bale. If we end up at like 99%, you might actually see me lose it. Oh, we're gonna get there in 80. Oh, please, 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 please. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. With a little to spare. Holy cow. I was tempted to switch to 125s just so we could get... I love the way that bale just kind of pops out of there. Just so we could get, you know, that little extra. I'm going to pick this up. I don't think we're going to return the Galignani. I can't say without laughing now. That can't be how you pronounce it. It just can't be. It can't be. The Galignani. Am I adding extra letters? Galignani. No? But I know there's some ya in there. There's like Galliani or Gallianini. 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 I don't know. I'll leave it alone, sorry. Whoa, jeez. Should get some gravel and level out that drive right there. Somebody's gonna hurt themselves. There's our bag right straight ahead of fertilizer. As a little reminder to yours truly, to fertilize our grass field, we need to stretch every little bit of grass we can get out of it. You know, that was one thing that I kind of wish the old Galignani had, which is, what do you call that stuff that you know what I'm talking about, that stuff. That additive that you can get. You know what I'm talking about. Silage additive? Why does that not sound right to me? That is right though, I think. Silage additive tank. Rear hit silage additive tank. I do wish the old Galignani would support that, because that is totally worth doing. But alas, it does not, and it wasn't worth the $30,000 or $40,000, $50,000 upgrade to go with a different baler. I have never used the old milker, the old Euro milker. Oh my gosh, did I get a chuckle when I went into the Giants in-game mod hub today. Oh, I don't know if any of you noticed what mod was added. Out of all mods, this thing was added in the Lizard brand for crossplay. I just got a chuckle out of that. After talking about the old Euro milk and why anybody would want to milk their wrapper or whatever nonsense. Is it... What's... Okay, it is Z. Okay. Then I saw it for crossplay and it just came out. It's by Bart's somebody. I mean, it looks identical. It's just, you know, it's just labeled for the old Lizard brand. Like we say here on the farm, if you're not lizard farming, you're not farming. However, we are farming, so that's probably not a very good quote, but I like the old Euro milk, the Lizard milk. He should have called it the Lizard milk. Oh boy. If you're playing on PC, I've got the old Lizard or Euro milk wrapper here for you. But if you're on console, you're stuck with Lizard milk. And I did a little looking around, and it appears that our friend that made this mod, because I was looking to see if there were other Euro milk mods available, and there are. There's a Euro milk trailer. I think it's a poop spreader, if I remember correctly, in this same lovely Euro milk blue. It's actually a nicely, I mean, I don't mean to, I'm just joking around. And to be honest, it's actually a really nice detailed mod. It's a nice little wrapper. Nothing wrong with it, no doubt. But you give it to a person like myself who has the maturity level of a 7th grader, you're gonna get some laughs out of Euro milk. I mean, that's just the way it is. You give it to an adult, and it's fine. But me, on the other hand, yeah, it's not gonna happen. So I don't know. It's Friday. I'm super happy it's Friday. It was kind of a lengthy work week, and there's always drama. I try to steer away from drama. It's not that I necessarily don't like it, because it's kind of fun to watch people get all dramaed up. Do you remember that show, what was it, Drama Island? Something like that? That was a pretty good cartoon. I forget what it's called. It was something Drama Island, wasn't it? Then that reminds me of another show that I have it on my Plex server. It's something where... Is it something house? It's got like these cartoon characters that are like old, like they're like mock cartoon characters of real ones, and they're all forced to live. Oh man, the name of it is just right there on the tip of my tongue. It's a nasty show. It's a naughty show. It's an adult cartoon, no doubt. An Adult Swim cartoon, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was only on like 3 seasons. But it was pretty naughty, but it was pretty funny. Had like a pig and like Betty Boo, but her name wasn't Betty Boo, and then it had kind of a Foxy Mama or something like that. And then who else was in that? I can't remember. There was some little like Pikachu character that you could lick him. You could lick him, and like it would be like taking ecstasy or some kind of drugs or something when you licked him. It just so bizarre. Adam. Oh boy, I am so bad with remembering stuff on the fly, and I always remember after I talk about it. But Adam something, not Adam Sandler, but Adam something was one of the voices on there. Do you remember the Man Show? He was one of the dudes on the Man Show. Adam Carolla? Is that right? Adam Carolla? I think that might be right. Funny adult cartoon though. There's some good cartoons. I don't know if any of you are like fans of Rick and Morty. I tried getting back into it this season, and I'll give him credit. Morty sounds a lot like Morty, and Rick sounds a lot like Rick. But they're not. They're just not. They're not Justin Roiland. They're not him. And it affects me. It affects me negatively and sadly. I mean, I still love Beth and I love Jerry, and of course Summer. Summer is like I think my favorite character on the show, but it's just not the same. It's just not the same. My oldest son gave up on Rick and Morty. He probably shouldn't. Ooh, hello, dear. Probably shouldn't have been watching it anyways, but gave up on it in like the 3rd or 4th season. I kind of stuck with it, but I think I might be done with it. Unfortunately, it's just not the same. And here's a little something I can't figure out. Who watches The Simpsons still? I don't know anybody that still watches The Simpsons or that admits to it. This is a show that's been on, what, like 84 seasons? Or it's actually probably, what, in the 30s? 30 seasons plus? And I haven't watched it, and I haven't watched it regularly in like 8 or 10 years. And I can't believe it's still on, but I just don't know anybody that watches it anymore. But it's almost like Fox is just, they're just gonna leave it on. Doesn't matter what the viewership is. Maybe it's better than I think it is. I don't know. Are we done? Are we done wrapping? I should have probably paid closer attention. I don't want to miss one. I want the Euro milk I want to get the most out of the Euro milk as I can. I want to milk this bad boy. Should have picked a different wrap color too. White is kind of bland. Just doing a little looking around here. Just doing a little peek ski. I have a tendency to not see bales that are like super obvious. Nothing hiding in the shadows. Excellent. Let's get the heck out of Dodge. These things have to ferment. And it's been so long. Fermenting 1%. I'm assuming they won't be done fermenting until like tomorrow? Something like that. What we should do is we can go ahead and get our spray done. Our fertilizing. We might as well do that. Let me get this thing pulled around and parked over here somewhere. I guess that kind of wraps up more or less wraps up the grass work. Interesting. Let's grab our spreader and let's get that fertilizing done before I just clearly forget about it. I think our spreader is in here, I think. There you are. How you doing, buddy? Do you have anything? Oh, it's got 631 liters of fertilizer. That, I don't know that that's going to be enough, but we're gonna start with that and see how far we can get. That might be enough. Or it could be 5,000 liters short. I'm horrible with remembering or kind of estimating fertilizer and seed and whatnot. You'd think I'd be better at it after playing this game for 10 years now. Over 10 years. We're just going to fertilize straight over. And we're also going to Alt-0. So we can put the hammer down. I forget about it, and I might as well take advantage of it. Since Gen X has given me the green light to use the old real working speed mod. I'm not going to give any fertilizer to our neighbors, but I will drive over their fields without hesitation. I believe this field is only going to need one application. Because I think it already... I think when you mow, you only lose one... You only lose one application. Wow, man. This thing moves out. Yeah, we're at 100% fertilized. Thank goodness I did not forget about that. We are not going to bother rolling. It's just not in our game plan. Mostly because I forgot to look for a roller mod that's might be cheap. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, these are way too much money to worry about even leasing. Isn't there... Wait, those are field rollers, though, right? We need one of these, I guess. I don't like this one very much. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this guy. How much to lease it? Almost 1,000. I don't think we'll get that much more out of it. And this thing is way too much. Actually, not as bad as I thought, but all right, skip the rolling, but fertilizing indeed. And let's hope weeds are kind to us. I don't think we're gonna squeeze through there, are we? Scratch a little paint. TBG told me about a leasing mod. I am interested in that leasing mod. It sounds kind of cool. It sounds like it adds a little bit of... You know what? We might actually need this setup. Let's do this. Let's check out our dealios here real quick. So yeah, it adds a little bit more, I guess, functionality, so to speak, to the leasing, where when you return it, you have to return it repaired, I guess. I don't know if you have to return it repainted. That would suck. But I think you have to return it repaired, I believe. What? We could do these two fields, right? And use this Mamba Jamba here. Why don't we do that? But before I do that, let me clear out our... Actually, you know what? Yeah, let me do that. Let me clear out our store delivery. I don't want to... So we're going to borrow the items. This guy. And this guy, we're going to accept that contract. Now, what just happened to... Now, see, this has happened to me before. It disappeared. Our other spraying contract just disappeared. That's happened to me a couple, 2-3 times. Not a big fan. Not a big fan of that. Fortunately, it was the smaller of the two. I am curious on this sprayer. Where is my little friend? Which one did we get? Did we get this one? I stinking forget now. Let's go look at it. Alright, we need to get some... Let's take a quick peek at something, because I am curious. It's this one. And it does herbicide and fertilizer. Are there any other contracts we can use this for? Herbicide and fertilizer. But I think these fertilizing contracts... Any type of fertilizer, liquid or solid. Oh... Oh. Well, I think we're going to have a fertilizing frenzy. What are we supposed to deal with this? Oh, herbicide, for God's sakes. All right, field 1. Field 1, herbicide. Let's check out field 1, herbicide. 3,300 liters, roughly, of herbicide. We do not own any herbicide. Herbicide is probably here, isn't it? Liquid fertilizer, herbicide, 2,000 liters is... Oh my gosh, we're not going to make any money. We're not going to make any money at all. Can you get herbicide any cheaper? I think since it's a liquid, I don't think it's going to come in the bags. Okay. Bite the bullet. We're going to need 2 of them. Guess it doesn't really matter. I hope it holds enough so I don't have to stink and drive back and forth. Alright, it wants me a little closer. It wants to cuddle. We'll get a little closer. Yeah, we're going to have to... We are going to have to watch our time, because the store is going to close here in a bit. And then we're also going to have to use this puppy for some other jobs to offset the money. Did I say field 1? Boy, that is hard. Yeah. That's kind of hard to see. Let's see here. Field 1. Let's hit it. Let's get out of Dodge. Let's turn our beaky beaks on. Let's go inside for the ride. Does this thing have hold on a second there, Chief. Does this thing have the split apart tires? Can you Oh, it does do that. Okay. Oh, I like that. No, I don't want the rest of it though. But yeah, I like this. I like the split apart tires. Hazards, beacons, full spread. Off we go. We'll see if we can get half a dozen, hopefully 5 or 6 contracts taken care of with this thing, since it wasn't the cheapest thing to borrow. But if we get enough contracts through it, it'll help pay for itself, and we can make a little bit more cash money. What's our horn sounding like today? Yeah, weak sauce. And look how big this thing is. You see this thing coming at you down the road, and then you hear this? I don't think so. I'll tell you, one of the first things I would do is I'd get some spray paint and knock out this powder blue stuff, or aqua blue, or whatever. Did I see I thought I might have seen a collectible. Yeah, this color is not... I'm not the biggest fan. Not the biggest fan. I think Euro Milk has a better color than this thing. Stop sign. Okay. Chad is on his way. Got a text from him today. Super excited. I mean, a little more excited than I'm comfortable with, honestly. He was crying, and not sadness. He was crying. He told me it was for joy. It was out of happiness. So either he had a really bad trip, or he's got something going on that he's got big news for me, he said. So I don't know. Maybe he's going to start his own YouTube channel. Maybe there'll be a Chad channel. Wouldn't that be curious? I like Chad. He's a good kid. He means well. His heart's in the right place. All of those... What are all those cliches people say? Well, his heart's in the right place. Well, he just hooked up with the wrong crowd. That's my favorite one. The wrong crowd scenario. Wait a minute, Brad. Wait a minute. Oh, man, that thing slams. I do want it lowered, though. Let's lower that puppy a little bit. Not ground dragging, but a little lower so the wind doesn't catch it and blow it all over. Creations. All over tarnation and creation. You gonna go, buddy? Yeah, it's working. Giddy up. 16 miles an hour is okay. I don't know. I feel kind of... I don't feel right about doing 30. Let's do 20. Why not? Not a bad sprayer. Not bad. Not bad at all. I do tend to like these sprayers better than I like pull behinds. Not a, you know, like I like the self-propelled. Get the job done. Get her done. Speaking of get her done, who is it that said that? Is it Larry the Cable Guy? I think it's Larry the... Is it Larry the Cable Guy? Is that his name? That comedian? Get her done. But YouTube always likes to surprise me with, I guess, stuff they think I like. And Billy Ray Cyrus came up on Billy Ray Cyrus came up on my YouTube feed. My achy, breaky heart. Don't tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart. I just don't think it would understand. For if you tell my heart, my achy, breaky heart, it might just... Wait, it might roll up and kill this man? It might throw up and kill this man? And we liked that song. It was like a major hit. It was like top of the chart material. Amazing to me. I like old school country, but that is cringy country, right? Isn't it? Cringe country. That would be an amazing album or CD album. Good album too. But if you're old enough, you'll remember the commercials and that you'd see for collections. You know, always selling music collections. Like, get this latest collection of love songs from K-Tel or I don't know, whoever it was, or box sets once in a while. And I would actually, you'd see these commercials, you'd see these commercials so much that you would memorize, like, even if I didn't know the song, you'd memorize whatever part of the song they played, you know, because they played just snippets of each song to really drag you in, you know. And there was some 70s album that I remember hearing, and I can still tell you, like 4 or 5 of the songs in a row that were on the album. Like, it was Knock 3 Times on the Ceiling, If You Want Me, I Think We're Alone Now, Tragedy by the Bee Gees, If You Like Pina Colada, and then there, I don't know if I can remember which song came after. It might have been Lowrider. I don't know. So weird, though. They must have sold a lot of those things because they were always on. And it was always like, get the whole collection, you know, 42 songs for, you know, a pretty good price, like $12.99. And, you know, $13 shipping. Something crazy. I miss the days of physical music media. I honestly do. I honestly do. My kids don't know what they missed. And there was something special about going to a record store and looking, you know, and finding the latest album from your favorite group, or finding an album that from a group that maybe you never heard before, but you were told it was really good, and you bought the cassette or you bought the vinyl, or if you're a little older, you got the 8-track. reel to reel. Very special. It's just not the same anymore. It's digital music. Granted, it is treat. Granted, digital music for a lot of people, is obviously very clear and static free and skip free and with an 8-track track jumping free. And there's a lot of benefits to the old digital. It's nice too because you can just buy 1 or 2 songs. You're not buying a whole album and half of them suck. But still, yeah, physical music, you just couldn't beat it. You just couldn't beat it. And if somebody said to me, hey, do you want to go back to physical music? I don't know. I'd have a tough time saying no. I think I would. I know you can still buy albums, but they're not the same anymore because all the albums, all the new vinyl is stuff I just don't listen to. I just don't listen to it. Once in a while, a band will come out with a collector's deal. Like, I listen to, I've got a pretty, I don't listen to everything the way some people say, like, oh, I listen to everything. There's like a pride badge with that or something. Like, what kind of music do you listen to? Everything. Really. Really. Like, literally everything. I about guarantee you don't, number one. But anyways, I listen to a lot of different music. One of the groups I listen to is Within Temptation. They're out of Finland. Lead singer has an amazing female rock voice. If you like female rock lead singers, she is untrained and unbelievable. And yes, I did more than we needed to. She's untrained and unbelievable, and it's a great band. You should check them out. Within Temptation. And they recently released a collector's box dealio that actually has vinyl, which is really cool. Love to get my hands on that, even though I don't have a record player currently. That kind of sucks. Let's head back to the farm and dump off this herbicide. Shouldn't we call it herbicide? Do you say herbs or do you say herbs? Herbs and spices or herbs and spices? And if you say herbs and spices, then why isn't it herbicide? Huh? I'm just saying. I think we need to stay consistent here. I don't think the aside changes how it should be. Ooh, is that a back way right there? Oh. Step up the gas, Brad. Step up the gas. So, anyways, going back. And that's great. I need to, I've got quite a few records that I can't play just because I refuse to buy. I need to find the right record player. It's probably going to be some old school thing. And just with a good needle, good stylus, you should be in pretty good shape. I don't want any of this new throwaway crap. There's so much of it out there. And I'm not super picky, but I'm certainly not going to use one of these cheap China styluses either. I've heard enough examples of cheap China record player stylus to know that that's not the route I'm going to ever take. Get yourself a nice, spend the extra coin and get yourself a nice Japanese made old school, I forget the name of it, I think it starts with an M. Anyways, spend money on a stylus. Do yourself a favor. What are we doing? Oh, I know what we're doing. We're dumping our herbicide. I don't think that's right. Beauty. And we will take you over here and save you for later. Weather sealed, so we don't have to worry about it getting rained on. And we don't want to complete that, otherwise our sprayer's going away. Let's hit field 2. Let's accept field 2. And let's accept... Oh, I thought there was another... Yeah. Field 47. Uh-oh. Okay, good. Thought one of them disappeared on me again. Field 2, and you know what? It doesn't really matter. We are going to have to fill this thing up regardless. Field 2, we need to go back to where we just started. Let's head that way. Let's go the back way here. I'm not really sure. This looks like it should dump out on that road that we take over there. I'm thinking it should. While our bales are happily fermenting. What was your favorite media, physical media of music? Or did you never... I mean, my kids have never owned. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Is that a no trucks? Well, bummer. Hope it doesn't break on us. Nice. Nice. Come on, baby. Do it. Maybe you've never owned physical media, music media. My kids haven't. In fact, I don't think my kids have ever owned physical media for software, for games, other than consoles. But no PC stuff. Kind of weird, really. Like I would bet if, I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure it out, but my kids, if I handed them a vinyl album, that car's gonna get clocked. You know what? We're on the wrong side of the river. Wrong side of the river. We're gonna go swimming. It's tall. It can make this. Oh, easy. Easy peasy. We are in the right field, correct? Yeah, okay. Field 2. I think if I gave them a vinyl album... we're not doing herbicide, Brad. We are doing liquid fertilizer. Not as bad as I thought. 2283? Huh. We're going to have it delivered. We don't really want it delivered in the water. I think the store will deliver it right to us here. What do we want? Liquid fertilizer. That's what we want. 2,000 liters for 3,200 bones. And solid fertilizer. 1,000 liters for 1,820. 2,000. So it's cheaper than solid fertilizer. All right. We're going to grab 2 of them. We're going to use it all up anyways. I don't think the tank opens on this, does it? That's a big negatory. They would know, hey, this is a record. This is vinyl. That's a record player. But I think they would not be comfortable with applying it. Understanding, you know, how you have a counterweight and how you can adjust that and how you measure needle pressure. I mean, they wouldn't know any of the nuances of doing that. Cassette would probably be pretty easy for them. They'd probably figure that out. I hope so, at least. So we are fertilizing. I'm gonna be honest with you about something here. I'm gonna do a little honesty check. No, you know what? No, I'm not. I was gonna say I'm just skipping it and I'm going GPS. Oh no! Oh, Brad, get! Uh-oh. There you go, buddy. Oh, I thought she was stuck. I was gonna use GPS, but we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. But chances are, oh geez, man, that corner. chances are pretty good I am going to use more than I probably should. This is not going to be a good one for me. Fortunately, it's daylight. You all know how talented I am with fertilizer jobs at night. Boy, do I miss just talking about it. Makes me miss the old record cassettes. Even when CDs came out, what an amazing thing. Holy cow, I remember the first time I heard Journey. The first CD I ever owned. Journey Frontiers. What a great, great album. That was the first one I ever bought for my new CD player. And I put that in, and that first synthesizer, you know, when the very first song of the album, "Someday Love Will Find You," yeah, oh, "Separate Ways," that's what it was. And that synthesizer came on, I about wet myself. It was so good. I mean, it sent chills. It really did. What an amazing experience. What an amazing experience. All right, speaking of experiences, I am going to let you guys go. We're on in the minutes. I am going to see if I can Forrest Gump my way through this fertilizer job. I'm really trying, Gen X, to not use GPS. I really feel like I owe the series to not use GPS for rented or for, you know, contract vehicles. If we owned it, I get the go sign, but since we're just borrowing this thing, I should not be. I feel bad enough that I'm fertilizing at 37 miles an hour. You know what? We're going to go straight across here. Segment this off a little bit because things are getting a little squirrely. All right, I need to let you guys go. You take care of yourselves. Have an amazing weekend. If I don't see you this weekend, I should be out there on the multiplayer server this weekend, gentlemen. TBG, Jeffrey, Gen X. Hope to see you guys out there on the multiplayer server. I've got some American truck driving to do this weekend. I've got some construction simulator that I need to play this weekend. You know, what a rough weekend, right? When you have to play video games. Man, it's going to be a horrific weekend. I'm just going to be tied up all weekend playing video games. Anyways, oh, and by the way, serious business, thank you for the information about that game engine. I do want to talk some more about game engines. I'm doing a little reading on that. We'll have plenty of time to discuss that. Probably Monday, if I remember. Good luck with that, right? But thank you for your good comment. I appreciate hearing the info on that, as always. You all take care of yourselves. Be safe. Take care of each other. And I'll see you back here for sure Monday at American Falls. Bye for now.